It's April. A commercial sailor is navigating a cargo vessel through the turbulent waters off the coast of Australia. He needs to get home for a specific, unmovable reason. His sister is getting married, and the wedding date is locked in for June 8th. Look at this map showing the maritime route from Australia to South Korea. He is scheduled to arrive in Korea by mid-April, which leaves plenty of time to fly home before that June 8th deadline. But ocean freight operates on tight margins of time and physics. When you lock a rigid calendar date to a journey spanning thousands of unpredictable nautical miles, you create a logistical trap where any delay compounds quickly. That unpredictability strikes almost immediately. Severe weather systems stall the vessel's progress, trapping the ship in Australian waters for nearly an entire month. During this delay, the crew makes 2 separate attempts to berth the ship. Both attempts fail. The vessel finally breaks through the weather and reaches Korean waters on May 30th. By this point, the initial time buffer is gone. The math is brutal. Environmental delays and operational failures have eaten the entire schedule, leaving almost zero margin for error to make that June 8th wedding. And this timeline illustrates the next problem. The Port Authority's schedule is completely full. They inform the crew that no berthing slots will open up until after June 15th, a full week after the wedding. Facing a logistical dead end, his family begins fasting and praying for an opening. Despite a massive queue of waiting ships, the Port Authority suddenly revises its schedule. A berthing date opens up on June 5th. Overcoming that bureaucratic wall means time is no longer the primary enemy. The pressure now shifts entirely to the physical capability of the vessel itself. But on June 1st, with a new berthing date secured, both of the ship's gyro compasses fail simultaneously. A gyro compass detects true north via Earth's rotation, providing a continuous feed of heading data to the steering system. Without this navigational lifeblood, you're flying blind. Navigating a massive cargo ship through a narrow, winding river corridor without real-time data carries extreme collision risks. This dual mechanical failure takes a standard port entry and turns it into an unacceptable hazard for maritime authorities. On June 3rd, the harbor pilot boards the vessel. He immediately discovers the sensor failure and refuses to guide the ship into the river. The crew is told there is a 99.9% certainty that the Port Authority will officially deny entry. You simply do not bring a blind ship into a crowded waterway. Facing total logistical collapse, the sailor retreats to his cabin. He prays, choosing to rely on a specific scriptural promise he had read earlier, rather than the visible circumstances surrounding him. Just 10 minutes later, the Port Authority unexpectedly reverses its stance and grants permission for the ship to enter. To make this work, the port actively compromises. They clear out surrounding river traffic and implement special safety precautions specifically to accommodate the crippled vessel. A situation with a 99.9% certainty of refusal was dismantled in minutes. The rigid physical and bureaucratic realities of maritime law gave way to what the sailor recognized as clear providential intervention. Against all odds, the massive cargo ship successfully navigates the river and eases perfectly into the narrow concrete berth. From there, it's a rapid sprint. He signs off duty and rushes through international flights. He arrives home exactly on time to attend his sister's wedding on June 8th. Looking back at the timeline, surviving a month of weather delays, skipping a massive port queue, and safely maneuvering a mechanically blind ship should have been mathematically impossible. He had to overcome 3 distinct layers of resistance: an unrelenting environment, a locked bureaucracy, and a catastrophic hardware failure. When physical evidence dictates absolute failure, when your own logic, resources, and circumstances tell you there is no way forward, you sometimes have to rely on a higher navigational tool. As the scripture says in Matthew 19:26, "With God, all things are possible." In this journey, divine timing ultimately superseded human logistics.